How are we doing, ladies and gents? Thank you for joining me for another beer review. It's Beer Monster O'Clock. Bosh to the lot of you. Super excited this one, because I've never tried this keg, and that keg is the Perfectdraft's Franziskaner Royal, or Franziskaner, as I like to call it. I've been after this keg for ages. Since I got my machine, I've not tried it. It's a seasonal release, and I didn't think it was coming back, because I heard a lot of people saying it's not coming back this year. Luckily, they were wrong. It is back. I'm super excited to try it. I'm a massive fan of the original Franziskaner Weissbier. What's there not to be excited? It's a 6% Frankie Royal. I really don't know what to expect from this one, but a lot of other beer reviewers and friends of mine have tried it and said, look, you'll love it, you've got to try it. So, too many people have said that for me not to be excited. So, let's get her poured out. I got it off the app in the 2 for 70 quid deal, so 35 quid per keg. It's 18 IBUs. It's of course a German Weissbier. Let's get her poured out and see what she's all about. Let me know if you tried this one, guys, in the comments. And how do you rate it? What score would you give it? Do you prefer it over the original Franziskaner Weissbier, or do you just prefer sticking to the original? That's the first pour of the machine. So, we do have a nice big head on it. It's to be expected. But look how sexual that beer looks. What an absolutely beautiful looking beer. It's so nice and cloudy and hazy. Look at that. You can just tell that's going to be good. You really can. Fantastic. We got the camera around the right way today. It's kind of a cloudy, ambery sort of colour. Very, very nice looking beer. Slightly off white head. Look how creamy and compact the bubbles are in that head. It's absolutely ridiculously good looking. as far as looks goes, she is a stunner. I'm going to do something I don't normally do. I'm going to tell you the description on the Perfectdraft app. And this is what their take on it is. Not all wheat beers are equal. Franziskaner Royal is brewed by master breweries who combine the traditional wheat beer, apricot and banana flavours of rich figs, honeydew, melon and dark berry. Sounds interesting. The result is a wheat beer like no other, full of fruity sweetness, elegant malt flavours, slightly tart hoppy note, making it a perfect companion to fine food and festive occasions. I don't normally read them out because I think they're a load of crap, to be honest with you, as far as descriptions of the beer goes. I mean, we all get different things, don't we? But nearly all the time when I read what they say, I don't get a lot of it, or I get something completely different. So I don't like to be influenced. But I thought I'd read that one out for a change, just to let you know what it says on the website. Anyway, the head's calmed down a bit. Let's get the nose in there and check out the arenas of Franziskaner Royal, the 6% Weissbier. Oh, smells absolutely fantastic, guys. Banana, oh my word. A banana split and liquid brown bread in a glass. Just puts a smile on your face. It really does smell nice. That combination of brown bread and banana, wow. It's like grassy note, obviously wheaty, being a wheat beer and all that. I mean, that smells better than the original Frankie, I must say. It almost smells like the original version of Franziskaner on crack or something. It's just souped up. Everything is next level about it on the aroma. I cannot wait to try. Cheers, everybody. Prost for German. Bosh. Oh. I'm not sure I've ever been more excited to try a beer before on the channel. And just not only because I love the style, I love the original Frankie, just freaking look at it. Jesus, I mean, say no more. Just look at the bloody thing. Anyway, it's all right looking okay. Does the taste match up? the taste definitely matches up. Wow. When I smelt it, I said it smelt like a bit like the original Frankie on the crack. It smelt like that for a reason. That's exactly what it tastes like. It's like the normal Franziskaner, but is it better? No, I do think from the first impressions it is, but not in all departments. And we'll dive into that a bit more as I have a bit more of it. But wow, the bell's rung straight away on. It's getting at least a 9 out of 10. It's ridiculously good. In fact, almost perfect. But there's one slight worry on my mind, but I'm not going to mention it until I have a few more sips, because it might not be a thing. Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure, or it could, but I don't know. It's almost too nice. As if that's a negative. To be fair, Paul from Rate My Beer goes on about this beer, but sometimes he goes on about beers, bigging them up, and I try them, and I'm like, stuff like the Kronenbourg Blanc, he goes mad over that. I found it very average, in fact, not great at all. It's got a point with this one. Jesus, when I say it's almost too nice, all the flavours are enhanced to the point where, is it too rich? That was my worry. It's a lot richer than a normal Frankie because there's a lot more flavour there. Slightly sweeter than a normal Frankie as well, I think, from memory. But it's so good. I'll be interested to see how I get on after a couple of pints of this, and I will be having a couple of pints of this because it would be rude not to, and because boxing's on in a minute. Yes, but the 6%, will I make it to the fight? We'll see. Right, it's banana-y. It's clovey, it's spicy, it's drying on the finish. The body is improved significantly. That extra 1% of alcohol has really upped that body. It's so goddamn smooth. It's silky. It just almost makes love to your mouth when it makes contact. The flavours just pop off more than a normal Frankie. That extra ABV, let's say, it elevates the flavour, the body. It's a bit more spicy as well for me than the normal Franziskaner. It's very similar in taste, but it is just stronger. I was expecting it to taste like cherry or something. I don't know why, but no. You imagine, like, if wheat beers were in Oktoberfest, it's what you would imagine an Oktoberfest version of the Franziskaner being like, which is quite fitting to say that, being as I've released it sort of around Oktoberfest, didn't they? Why is it only a seasonal release for winter? Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be all over this. I think it's possibly my new favourite keg, but I won't know, I've got to be honest, until I try and session her. But either way, I'll definitely be buying this. If I can't session her, I'll just swap after one or two. Absolutely beautiful, top tier keg. If you've not tried this and you've got a perfect draft, do yourself a favour, give it a try, especially if you like wheat beers, Jesus. And if you ain't got a perfect draft, beers like this make it make sense. They really do. This is absolute world-class beer. You're not going to walk in your average pub and drink a pint like this. You're just not. Hard one to score without having a few pints of it for me. But right now, I'm just going to go with, in the moment, right now in this particular moment, 9.9 out of 10. It's an absolute stunner. There's slight concerns in my mind about the richness going on to the next pint and like maybe the third or fourth pint. but I'm not there yet. Right at this minute, I'm loving this. I don't think there's any other beer I'd rather be drinking right now. And so that's some praise. And this beer bloody deserves it. It really, really does. If you've tried the normal Frankie, perhaps from the supermarket, and you like it, let me tell you, you're gonna love this one. Thanks for watching. Consider if you've not done already. And to the next one. Bye bye, darlings. Bash.